Hello and welcome to another Manchester travel guide video. So here, outside Manchester Piccadilly, so we're just going to go inside and take transport bus over to Chester. So get into the station, buy a ticket and let's get onto platform 14.
Now, I did do this video about a year or so ago, and I like the Class 1. I like the new Class 197s at Transport for Wales. I have so much so I'm redoing the video. I was those and go to Chester that way, but well, it was a little bit more expensive to do it on the northern train than Transport for Wales, which I've got to say surprised me. But I will do the Manchester line from here to Chester one day, and that'll be on the channel. But yeah, I thought, Class 197 gives me an excuse to get out of the house, especially after missing a video 2 weeks ago. I kind of need to get back in the game again because it's just one of those things like I forgot to do one and life happened, so yeah, but we're back to normal now for the foreseeable future. And I think it's about time we did we go back to one of the old stations that we've done a video at before. That might be next week's video, actually, thinking about it. And guess what train station that will be? Right. Well, we've got to get to Manchester Road. I was going to say we might have to get that one over there, but it turns out we need to get to Manchester Road. So we're seeing new parts of the rail network today. Probably the first time I've actually caught a train to go to Chester from Manchester Oxford Road. First time for me, anyway. So let's get down onto platform 14 and then over to Manchester Oxford Road. They've about said the train's been delayed, and well, that just confirmed it, so let's go! Now I know we're here to get the train to Chester. Could have a northern train, but I think this used to belong to a different company because, oh, that's not a northern Super cab. Ones that they got from the Midlands company, if I put the name in. This one's a bit of a facelift. It's northern coloured on the outside and the old Midlands company on the inside. It's quite funny. Good train going past that window. One stop to Oxford Road, we'll get out there, we'll see this train leave, and then we'll see where the Transport for Wales train is. Why am some of my train trips never straightforward? Class 197109. I've got a feeling this is the train that's taken us to Chester. But yeah, there is the Northern Imposter on the outside. And just train on this side, so there we go. The Manchester Oxford Road. I actually prefer this station to Deansgate. I mean, Deansgate's good for seeing trains fly through, but when you want to see trains stop, this is the one you come to. Kimpton Clock Tower as a backdrop. And Deansgate's literally just down there. In fact, you can actually see Deansgate from here. There it is. So I think this one's going to leave, and then we're going to board this. I think. You'll know when I know when hopefully those doors open. Because it might be May, but it's a little bit cold this morning, and I'd like to keep myself warm. So as the class 323 leaves, we've got a class 150 coming in. Me and this station have a bit of a complicated history because I had to get a train once up to Carlisle from Manchester Piccadilly, and we had problems. We had to get off here, and then it was a case of do we get on the next train or not, and eventually they sorted it out and we got up there. But whenever I have to go through this station, I always think, am I going to have to change? And today we've had to wait for this. It's not going all the way to Manchester Airport, it's a bit weird. Not quite sure why. When I got to Manchester Piccadilly, I looked at the departure boards for platform 14 and this was not on it, and I was like, then it said delayed, and I kind of went, okay, cool. Then you heard the announcement that early on in the video, and it went, ah. I thought it was at the airport, but it's here. So the next thing you see will be me on that train. Two times I've tried to do this video where it's just involved one of these, and both times it's involved another train. In the first one it was a Class 150 Transport for Wales. In this it was a Northern 323, so I hope when I do the Transport for Wales Intercity to Cardiff I don't have to get another train on top of that as well. But we saw one arrive for Liverpool, let's watch this one leave. While waiting for Transport for Wales to open its doors, bit of an update. Middle Eastern trip 2026. That is looking near enough ready to book, because a couple of Grand Prix have confirmed the dates, and I'm like, please put the Bahrain Grand Prix where I want it to be. And then as soon as that's happened, I can book some flights, because, you know, I really want to go, and I can't exactly walk now, can I? Going is looking more and more like Qatar. Coming back is changing weekly. But when it's all booked, all ready to go, you'll be the first to know. I'll put it in. In fact, I'll put it in the community tab that it's all been booked, and everything like that. I don't think we'll be able to do a holiday this year because of obviously the money for the flights and the hotels and the tickets and all that kind of stuff. But you never know. Might surprise myself and be, oh, we can afford that. What are we thinking? Skegness for a week. York, Newcastle, where are we going? But yeah, we're going to definitely put some more of the old guard of train stations in. We're going to go and try and get to a couple of new ones. Because, you know, I know you get bored of seeing Piccadilly every other week. So I'm trying to like not do it every other week. Manchester Airport, same. Oh, speaking of Manchester Airport, the other day, let's go on the train, I'll tell you. Flew in from its second commercial flight from JFK, and an Airbus A350 from Malaysia flew in from Kuala Lumpur to T92 Malaysia, and there's a picture I took. But we're now in the seat, ready to go, and I am looking at getting a microphone as well to go on here, so that'll help. But hopefully we shouldn't be delayed too much longer. I'll probably leave at the time I was meant to leave here if it started at Manchester Airport, but we'll wait and see what happens. And as far as airports go, well, I'll have to look at a few of those and see what we can do, because I do look at the figures. It's like Manchester Airport's getting done to death, Piccadilly gets done to death, and it's like, come on, Paul, change it. And hopefully we'll be able to in the next few months anyway. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love those two places, but you know, the views fluctuate depending on what happens. So yeah, having that week off 2 weeks ago now, I think I was needing it for my own mental health, because I've just suffered a little bit of burnout, but there we go, these things happen. But yeah, just come back and just try and get some videos done, and I thought, well, I'm going to Cheshire Oaks, so I'll just bring you on for the ride. And I think we're going now. So yeah, the next thing you'll see flash past the window will be Deansgate Castlefield, or as I know it, G-Max. was looking, I was like, where's the other railway? Turns out we were on the other side. And we caused a bit of a traffic jam. Northern. But we're on our way now. Gonna see another bit of railway infrastructure before we leave Manchester? Let's see. Yes, we are. Auto code. It was built so they can connect Piccadilly and Victoria together, and I don't think it's hardly used. It's we use more than what it is, but if I have used it, tell me the video and I'll look back in the comment and I'll look back in it. But yeah, we're now on our way out of Manchester and we'll see what happens. So we have a cup hook on the chair in front with the table folds down to two cup holders. Part of the table extends out, and that's if you've got like a tablet or something like that. Down to the bottom of the seat we have a normal plug with two USB connectors, and there's the legroom for the extra legroom seats, not too bad. And then some on the other side. Now back to the lovely British countryside. Newton and the Willows, the train service to Chester then joins up with the West Coast Mail Line for a short section where it pulls into one of the two stations in Warrington. This one is Warrington Bank Quay. And when you come under this bridge, the massive factory on the right hand side makes that more noticeable because one of the centre of Warrington is just served by East Midlands Railway. But as you can see when you look at the signs, it is an Avanti run station. Quite a large number of platforms, as you said. No Avanti Pendolinos in when we came through, but on a lovely sunny day like this, it's just nice seeing Warrington Bank Quay a little bit quieter than what it previously has when I've gone through it.
is one of my favourite stations on the route to Chester with semaphore signals. So it's quite an old station. It is the lovely quaint station of Helsby. And as you can see, part of the line splits off there at Helsby, and the lovely station building and signal box along with the bridge. As you can see, it is Transport for Wales Run because of the colours of the signage. But that is just a lovely station, but that is gorgeous. And that kind of tells you are pretty much near enough, almost in Chester.
Is that your charger on the floor?
Oh, no, it's not actually, but thank you. That was just quite a nice journey, honestly. Seeing the sights of the Warrington, Runcorn, Helsby, and arriving into Chester on time, considering we had to get another train to Manchester Oxford Road. I will do the rest of that line up to Holyhead and Llandudno because there are some lovely, lovely stations along the route to Holyhead, and I've not been to Llandudno since I was in high school, which is about 16 years ago. All fun and games. Anyway, that means we have reached the end of today's video. And do enjoy it as much as I have. If you did, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit notification bells on this video. Me and the coffee cup will see you in the next one.